Chelsea Football Club have added Victor Osimhen onto the list that they have for number 9 striker targets. 3 of them were released the other day. Now we get 2 more names, Victor Osimhen and Victor Gyökeres. Furthermore, they have briefed everybody that Enzo Maresca's not going anywhere until next year at a very earliest. They back him. This has come from a very reliable source, and when I tell you it's basically coming out of Chelsea's mouth, it's written in stars. Finally, the wingers we're linked with, it's going to make you sick. But I'm here to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear, and not give you false hope. So, before we get started, number 1, hit that like button. 1,000 likes is the best way to go forward. Number 2, subscribe to the channel if you like football related news. Do it right now, you will forget. And finally, in the comments below, who is your dream signing this year? I'm not saying go and get Prime Messi. I'm saying who would be your dream number 9 target, alright? Put it in the comments and let's get started. I think we need to start with the managerial news, go into the striker news, and then go into the winger news because it goes in a nice chronological order, and more importantly, the manager is the most important piece to this whole puzzle. With the manager, it's the way we play, it's the way we move, and it's the way that we're going to see things pan out on the pitch. What's going on? Look, Enzo Maresca came in. It's his first job at top flight football. The fact that the Chelsea manager's got 1 year experience in a top flight division is actually bonkers to me. We've done this with Frank Lampard in my lifetime, and I never liked it at the time. I don't like it even more now. But the reason I don't like it even more now is because I'm worried about where this club is headed. I'm genuinely worried. However, there are positives, and we're not going to sit here and give doom and gloom. Positives are simple. We can still get Champions League this year. That would be progress in my eye. We can win the Conference League, and we can have a deep run in the Club World Cup, hopefully win it. That, for me, would be a great year. 2 cups and a top Champions League finish, I would have slapped your hand off at the start of the summer. However, things aren't perfect. We all can agree, right? We've got 1 win in 10 away from home. That is not. It also, the manager has made the mistakes, but this is part of the teething of him being a manager. You can't hire a first-year coach and expect him to be great from the outset. It doesn't work. He's not Pep Guardiola. He's not generational. So, what's the news though? Matt Law's come out and basically said he gets 2 windows. Chelsea have no interest in firing him. They've got 2 windows to make this work. He is not going to get sacked if we don't get Champions League. That is not happening under no circumstances because Chelsea have aspirations to win the Conference League and go far in the Club World Cup because obviously the money generated there is crazy. I think if you win the final, you get 31 million. All in all, you can get up to 100 million pounds. Do you know how mad that is? That competition is going to be crazy. Nazir Cancella's also come out and basically said the club have acknowledged internally that the difference between Champions League football being wrapped up already and the stage we're at now is the lack of cover behind Nicholas Jackson. For me, that is mind-boggling. You wanted Victor Osimhen at the end of the summer, right? You wanted him. Yet, you allowed us to get to January, you didn't get anyone. I was losing my mind. People were telling me, oh, Alex, you're being too kind to the owners. You're always defending them. I was losing my mind. Go and check the videos. I said the only position we should strengthen definitely is striker. I was begging for a striker, genuinely begging for a striker on a daily basis. No striker came. And now we're in a position where they acknowledge their mistake, but it could be too little too late. Luckily, we have an opportunity. Manchester United, Nottingham Forest. Beat them, you get away with it. You get your get out of jail free card, and we're going to be in a good position. However, we must get UCL. They've also briefed that they believe enough progress has been made to prove that Maresca's the right man in charge. Nonsense. Whilst in my opinion we are better than we were under Pochettino, I do not think enough progress has been made to dictate that he is the right manager to go forward. He's the right manager for the now. He's the right manager to be with at this moment in time. If a better manager became available and said I want the Chelsea job, I would say sack him right now and go get that manager. However, I don't believe that they will, so you know what? I'd rather work with the man that I know we have than the man that we could potentially have, like an Ange Postecoglou or a Pochettino or a Potter. No thank you. I know this manager is good. I respect him. I like him. Keep him. A couple of days ago, I came here and said, we've got the list. And the list came from Fabrizio Romano and other reliable sources, the 3 names that are being exposed to everyone that Chelsea are looking at. They were Delap, Ekitike, Seshko. I came out here and said, what are we doing? Like, whilst I like Ekatike a little bit, whilst I think Šeško can be good, I'm not fully convinced. The Lap, I see the bouncer in him, you know, a little bit of a Diego Costa. He ain't ready to lead the line at Chelsea. I'm not going to complain whichever one we get because I'm picking at straws because I don't want none of them. They're not my ideal choice. Well, today we got some more news, and Nazir Kinsella came out, and basically I feel like he got briefed. And he basically got told, listen, tell the fan base we're doing this. Victor Osimhen is on the list, and Viktor Gyökeres is on the list apparently as well. Their wages are going to be significantly higher, and they are predicated on the fact that if we get Champions League. That makes sense. Both players will want to play Champions League football. Can't get the Champions League, you ain't eating at the big boy table. That's just the reality, right? And for me, the way to break this down is the A list is Viktor Gyökeres and Osimhen. The B tier is the Lap, Ekatike, and Šeško. The C list, I don't want to know what it is. I think it's Strasbourg's Omega. I think it is the guy from Stuttgart that we're being linked with that I've never even heard of. I can't lie to you, I actually hate what these directors have done. They've given me homework. In the past, we're linked with a player, I knew straight away from the jump who that player is, his strengths, his weaknesses, and I could talk about him comfortably. These days, we're getting linked with players, I actually have to go away, do some research, get to know stuff about them, and actually not only just watch a compilation, look at the statistics, try to get some footage that is a little bit extended so you can see the full package of this player. Because the reality is, you look at a comp, they can look amazing or they can look horrible because based on the way the person made the comp. Clear Lake have absolutely ruined it, but the 5 options for me sound realistic because all 5 are available, but I have no hope. And the reason I have no hope is because Victor Osimhen wants 250k after tax. That's around about 500k in the UK. I don't see Chelsea paying that. Victor Osimhen, sorry. Gyökeres, I don't see Chelsea paying that either. I really don't. We've got a great relationship with Sporting. It's evident for all to see. They're the 2 that I would want. I don't think Gyökeres is better than Osimhen. I think Osimhen's better. My preferred choice is Victor Osimhen. I say pay the wages. Pay the wages, bring him in. He is the difference between us winning the league title and us fighting for top 4. You bring him in, you get me a Petrovic in goal, you get me a proper centre-half, and we are going to be cooking next year. It doesn't matter who we have on the wing. Because Palmer will get his goals, Osimhen will get his goals, you'll have the midfield being solid and compact. I like our defence. I think we are going in the right direction. I just need the goalkeeper fixed. I need one experienced centre-half for leadership, and I need a striker. Osimhen's the killer. Ekatike, I can be persuaded. The Lap, I can be persuaded. The more I see Šeško, the less I want of Šeško. But it's a rant for another day, another time. The good thing here is that both Victors are on the list, Osimhen and Gyökeres. The bad thing here is it's the hope that kills you, and I've got a lot of hope at the moment, and it is clouding me. Let's win our next 2 games so that hope gets flamed up a little bit more. Have you not ever heard of the expression less is more? Because the reality is, sometimes in life, doing nothing is better than doing something. Sometimes standing still is better than moving. And I think these directors need to understand it. We want a left winger. It's public knowledge. It is explicitly and abundantly obvious. We chased Gittins, we've chased Garnacho, we looked at Bacola, we looked at Doué. Yet, now, Nazir Kinsella is coming out with, we're looking at Gittins and Garnacho. Can we get the remaining names on that list, please? Because that can't be the A-tier list. Listen, I don't like Rafael Leao's work rate, but if he's available for 65 million like we're hearing, pay the money, I'll deal with his work rate. At least I'll get some quality, right? I'm going to get some moments of brilliance. Garnacho and Gittins worry me, man. And you know, a lot of people say, what are you talking about? Gittins gets numbers. The goals Gittins gets in the Bundesliga don't happen in the Premier League. And I'll explain to you why. Number one, bunch of transition goals where he literally rips the player and has space and time to let off his shots. In the Prem, that's getting blocked. Number two, he will not consistently isolate his man one-on-one and have the ability to beat his man at that ease and without the volume of space. That will not happen. And number three, he is 20 years old and I do not believe he's going to come in and hit the ground running. So then people are going to say, what about Garnacho, Alex? Well, Garnacho's Prem's proven. Prem proven at doing what? Participating, running on the pitch, accumulating kilometers? Yes. I think Garnacho is a good player. I can't even believe I'm saying these words. I think he's good, not Chelsea standard. Let me explain. Garnacho gets into so many positions where you're like, he has to score. His finishing ain't up to par. his ball striking ain't up to par, his football IQ is not up to par, and more importantly, his ability to work within a functioning system hasn't been there. What he does have is really good raw attributes that get him into positions, his movement's pretty decent, and he's got a I don't quit attitude, which ends up meaning Bruno gets him at least 2-3 chances a game, and guess what happens? He misses him. Why on earth do we need another winger that misses so many chances? I'd rather have Jadon Sancho, who doesn't shoot and retains the ball, and occasionally will do moments of brilliance, than somebody that consistently tries but achieves nothing. Like, Garnacho is not the solution. Garnacho's attitude is disgusting. We've seen it. Amorim has dropped him for it. And for me, this is a player that too much has come to too quick. All of a sudden, he thinks he's a Premier League starter. For me, that is crime number one. You are not a Premier League starter at Manchester United, and you shouldn't be. However, with the situation, the way it's worked out, you have been starting. But if Man United fans and the club have their own way, he's getting pure profited. And if he was that great, he wouldn't be getting pure profited. I think less is more. If you can't sign somebody that's significantly better, I don't need Gittins, I don't need Garnacho, do the Liverpool thing. Don't sign no. Genuinely, we go again with Sancho, we go again with Neto, Noni Madueke, and Estevao. Genuinely, I would be happy with that. You won't hear me complain one bit if I get told explicitly the idea was Gittins or Garnacho, but now with U-turns, we're going to give these lot a chance. But this was just my thoughts. This is the news of the day. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Hoyson, all of you know the player, right? You know that we are basically chasing him. Well, here's the news. Looks like he's willing to take a pay cut to go to a certain Spanish club. Let me inform you. Go check it out. I made that video especially for you.